Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm WoWcrendor and welcome to another episode of World of Crendor, where I answer the questions you submit to me on twitter.com/Crendor and facebook.com/Crendor. So let's dive right into the questions. Maggie Butts on Twitter says, if you could have any room in your house designed, built, and perfected by Ikea, which one would it be? And that's a great question. Part of me thinks it would be the kitchen, because they've got some pretty nice kitchens at Ikea. But then part of me also would like to have just a really nice relaxation room. I wouldn't even want to relax in there. It's more like a place where you can just sit down and write, or have some tea. You know, almost like, I guess it'd be a tea room almost, or just like a Zen room. So it would be one of those, but I feel like the kitchen would probably be the best option for value, right? Because you always go to the kitchen. You're gonna go there every day. You got food in there. You're gonna cook in there, and it just seems like the best idea. But Zen room. Okay. Next question comes from JC Laws on Twitter, and they say, will you be doing more full Let's Plays on your channel? And the answer is probably not, because currently I like playing through games, like Let's playing games on Twitch. If you didn't know, I have a Twitch. It is twitch.tv/Crendor, if you couldn't have guessed that. And recently, for my sub goal, I hit 100 subscribers and hit the sub goal, and we did a Banjo Kazooie mega stream. So if you check my VODs on Twitch, you can see the Banjo Kazooie mega stream. I'll put a link in the chat. In the description. That's how much I've been streaming. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll put it in the chat. But yeah, it was really fun. I played through Banjo Kazooie. Took 8.5 hours, which was actually pretty quick. I think it's because I Let's Played it years ago on this channel. So it actually went a lot smoother on the stream, and I was playing it on the Xbone, so it's a lot better controller than I'd used previously, and it was really fun. I enjoyed doing it, and I was like, I want to do more of this. So at 200 subscribers, I'm going to be doing the Banjo Kazooie mega stream, and currently, I think we only need 49 more subscribers, which is really cool, and I'm actually looking forward to that. It's gonna be really fun. I love doing big mega streams. I talked about this in my other World of Crendor thing, but I love when there's a stream that goes on for just a long time, and you can just do something, or go to sleep, or work on whatever you're doing, and come back, and it's still going on, and you can still keep watching. It's it's there, even if you don't want to watch it at that moment. There's just something about 24-hour streams, even though I'm not a big 24-hour stream person. Maybe I think the longest I'd ever do is 12. If I did 24 hours, I feel like I'd go insane. But I could do 12 hours. Even that, the Banjo stream lasted 9 hours. That wasn't terrible, but I was I could probably do a few more hours before I'd be all right, I really need to stop. Because I actually, unlike a lot of the other 24-hour people, Sam stripping, I care about my mental health and don't want to go insane. And I like sleeping. But yeah, as for Let's Plays on my channel, I more so like doing 1 or 2 episodes of a game. I don't really like doing full playthroughs. There's so many full playthrough channels. I'd rather stay... I've noticed this too. Now I'm branching off into YouTube, but I think I like channels more when there's not constant episodes uploaded, or constant blah blah blah. I prefer what I've been watching right now is H3H3 or Donkey, where they upload, even if it's every day or every other day, it's a edited, usually planned out quality video. So I'm trying to lean more towards that again, where pointless top 10. I'm gonna do my new WoW machine is actually very close to getting uploaded. I was gonna try to upload it tomorrow, the House Hunter one I was talking about. And like even Tavern Brawl, like Tavern Brawl is once a week. I don't consider that like a daily thing. Like I'm trying to do more of those, and I'd like to get a few more shows like that. I guess Fishing with Crendor, but I stopped Fishing with Crendor because I kind of just the views were going down on it, and I think that's because of like I was kind of running out of guest people to interview the people because. Like, I could get guests, but everyone was like, I don't know who this person is. Or, like, they want to... I realized that people want to see people that they know on Fishing with Crendor. And so I was like, maybe I'll fish with Jesse still. But we'll see. Maybe I'll revamp something. I want to think up a few more, like, show ideas. You know, like, pointless top 10. That is, you know, a show that isn't just the top 10 list. So, yeah. That's Let's Plays on my channel. Next question comes from Anthony Castaneda, and he says, what was high school like for you? High school for me was essentially playing WoW. It really was. It was really just me playing WoW. Freshman year of high school, I think that was the year WoW came out, and so I played WoW pretty much that whole year. Actually, you know what? The first half of freshman year, WoW had not come out. And then I got it for Christmas, and so the second half of freshman year is when I hardcore played WoW. The first half, I think I played like Battlefield 1942, and that's when I played MU Online, and just like random other games, but... Oh, Halo 2! That's what it was! I played Halo 2! Oh my god. The memories. Yeah, first half freshman year, I played a lot of Halo 2. Because that's like when there's a lot of... I think that was the first online Halo game. I think Halo 1, you couldn't play it online. So, yeah, we were playing a lot of Halo 2, and then WoW came out, and I was like, I don't want to pay for a game subscription, which a game, like, what? And then I was like, well, so much for that. And then sophomore year, I still played more WoW. As for, like, interacting with other people in high school, I kind of just, like, cruised on by. I didn't really interact with many people in high school. I made acquaintances, right? So, I had, like, probably, like, 3 or 4 friends. There was a few of my friends. There's Plaza, who I've talked about, who's been in vlogs. He was one of my friends. And, I mean, I kind of knew, like I knew like the stoner kids. I knew a lot of the jock kids because since I knew about sports, they would be like, "Oh, all right, he's cool. He knows what a 3-4 defense is." I'm like, "Yeah, dude." So it's just that type of thing where I didn't want to hang out with them. I didn't want to do anything with them. But the fact that they were just like, "Oh yeah, he's cool," so like nobody would, bother me. I guess that was like my strategy. I played out. And then, ironically, I knew the stoner kids, but I never hung out with them. They were like, "Why don't we go get high?" And I'm like, I don't like doing that. I don't. I just want to go home, play WoW. And they're like, "Okay," and then I just go. But it was fun hanging out with them in school because they would just laugh at everything. And I was like, "Hey." So yeah, that was my high school experience. It was a really mediocre and mundane experience, and I hate school. I hated high school. At least college, like community college, it was an actual like college, but that was better. But I still was like, eh. But yeah, mainly was playing video games. And I guess that answers the question. I was trying to tell you some more stuff, but there's really nothing. All right. Gregory Powell asks, when did you first start liking sloths? I didn't start liking sloths until probably like 4 or 5 months ago. I was more related myself to like a turtle, but then I was like, whoa, I think I'm more like a sloth. And everyone's like sloth. So, and now I really built up the sloth hype. Got Kren Sloth. All my Twitch subscriber badges are sloth. It's, I don't know. I like sloths. I think they're awesome. They've grown a lot in popularity too. Like, I know the other year it was like owls, and then people went crazy about foxes, and now it's sloths. People love sloths, and I love sloths too. Next question. Nathan Lewis said, did your degree benefit your career in the end, considering this isn't what you intended to do for a living initially? Fun story about that. I didn't get a degree. So, carrying over from high school, I went to community college, and I was just gonna do what like a lot of people do, which is like you take 2 years at community college, and then you transfer to a bigger school, and then you don't have to pay for 4 years of an expensive university. You just kind of pay for 2 years. And I went to community college. I did 2 years of that, but I had all the credits to like move on to a bigger university. But the more I looked into it, I was like, I don't want to pay all this money. Like, I really didn't want to pay the money. I was like, I don't want to have loans that I got to pay back there. And on top of that, it wasn't like, I really want to be a doctor, but man, I don't want to pay all this money. It was more like, I don't know what I want to do, and I don't want to pay all this money to just go there and be like, maybe I'll like this thing. So I was like, I'm gonna stay at community college for one more semester and just take some fun classes. So I took like film, and I took like art something. Like, I was just taking random stuff, and then that's when I started doing YouTube. Well, actually, I think I was already doing YouTube, but that's when I started like being like, I'm gonna do YouTube, and that's how it went. And I was lucky enough that it worked out, and I've been doing it for 4 years, which is kind of crazy because like everyone's always like, you never know, YouTube might die. But I mean, that's pretty good. 4 years I've been doing this. The biggest thing is like consistency. Like it's a lot of things. Like there's not one thing that works, but consistency is one of the biggest things. It's consistency, it's adapting to what's happening, it's business. Like, I love business. I would always read business books and marketing books, because that's what pretty much YouTube and Twitch, like half of it is just business and marketing. You're essentially running a business. You brand yourself, you market yourself, you promote yourself. It's a lot of business and marketing. And on top of that, you have to keep wanting to do it, which I think there's another question relating to that pretty close to here. So, actually, I think it might even be the next question. All right. So, did I answer the question? I don't even know if I answered the question. Oh yeah, okay. So I did. Do you agree? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So thanks for the question. Next question. Do you ever want to go back to quit YouTube and get a job doing video editing, voice acting elsewhere? Or perhaps going back to school? A lot of people have said that. They're like, why don't you go back to school? And I'm like, why would I go back to school? I don't understand. I think a lot of people don't actually understand the entire YouTube and Twitch and online entertainer job. I wouldn't call it career. I don't like calling many things a career. There's a few like careers you can have, like maybe a doctor or a lawyer, like the typical, like, you know. But as for this, it's like, it's a job, you know, it's a business to me, and it's like any other job, you know, it could vanish. There's always the risk that it'll all collapse and you'll have nothing. But I'm like, you know what? I'll ride the train as long as I can. Just keep following Total Biscuit. That's my advice. Just hop on the Total Biscuit train, even if I gotta be on the caboose. You know, you gotta do it. You gotta do it in the Jesse Cox bandwagon. You know, keep riding, hopping back and forth between the. Actually, he's attached to the TB train, so I just walk around on the train. So it doesn't even make sense. I don't want to go back to school. There's really nothing I'd want to do in school still anyway, like even all these years later. Plus, you say getting a job doing video editing and voice acting elsewhere. Really, this is probably the best video editing, voice acting job you're going to get. Like, it's extremely difficult to get voice acting jobs. And in addition to that, it's extremely difficult to make money doing voice acting. And I know this because Jesse was a voice actor. And he told me all of his stories and struggles. He had an agent that would get him stuff. And it's so much work for so little reward. And there's like a lot of people are like, I want to be a voice actor. It's really not worth it. They end up using like the same voice actors anyway that have like already proven themselves in the industry. And it's one of those like insider industries where they're like, oh yeah, get them again. Oh yeah, get them again. Because they become reliable, and that's why in video games and TV shows and radio and all that, you tend to hear the same people. And, you know, it is what it is. You can't, unless you innovate it somehow and force them to change, that's what it's going to be. So really YouTube and Twitch and all that is probably your best bet for voice acting and video editing and doing all that. I guess YouTube mainly. Twitch is kind of different, but yeah, it's become the YouTube Twitch World of Crendor again. I feel like half these always are. Andrew Spencer asks, Crendor, you've always been a mellow person. If not, what changed you to be so mellow? I think a lot of people feel like I'm mellow because of how I'm talking right now. I'm just kind of like, yo, what's up, guys? Here I am. That's why people think I'm high all the time. And really, I am not mellow whatsoever. I'm the type of person where I just appear on the outside very calm, very quiet, very mellow, and people are like, wow, you know, he's just so quiet, so content. But really, what you learn is that usually the quiet people have the most anxiety on the inside because you're so busy analyzing everything around you and not talking, and that tends to cause you to overthink, and that causes anxiety. And so ever since I was little, I've struggled with anxiety issues. Like I remember being 5 years old, and it's the type of thing where like you wait for your parents to pick you up from school at like 5 or 6 years old, and you just envision them very clearly like dying in a car accident on the way to pick you up, and then you become an orphan and you have to go live in like an orphanage and your life is ruined. Like I would just envision all those things happening just because my mom was late picking me up from school, and then she'd show up and I'm like, oh, okay. So I obviously still have that, not to that degree. It's gotten slightly better, but that's part of the reason I don't like traveling. I get extreme anxiety when I travel, and it's like, ugh. It's to the point where I hate traveling so much because of the anxiety, and I'm like, ugh. So when I do travel, once I actually get there and get like established in the place I've traveled to, it's not bad. I'm like, okay, this is fine. But it's the whole process of like getting ready to travel, planning out the dates of traveling, getting to the place you have to get to on time, reestablishing your sleep schedule, and then being like, okay, and then for the amount of time you're there, you're like, all right, time to go home. I'm like, that wasn't worth it, really. And that's part of the reason I hate traveling so much, because I know I'm always like, I hate traveling, and that's just what I say. But that's like one of the biggest reasons I hate traveling. So, yeah, I'm not so mellow. I have many anxieties, but I do tend to live in a state of contentment, which I guess makes me appear mellow. That's the most I can think of. But yeah, I don't think anyone is truly like that calm or that mellow. Like everybody has something, right? Everybody either has anxiety or stress or whatever it may be. Leave your problems in the comments below. No, whatever. So yeah. Next question is from Marcus Norin, and they say, what do you think about Jesse flying solo now? What do you think about Polaris? So again, this relates to networks, and if there's one thing I know about networks is that you should never trust networks. As someone who started with Machinima and worked with Machinima for about 2 years, and then got out of Machinima after they were like, we own you forever, and the contract says so, but that was illegal. I was like, I don't think I should ever trust networks again. Really, networks just help you out a bit and then take a cut of your money. But I would say the only reason to have a network is to either help you with copyright stuff or to get you brand deals. Those are the two like main reasons to have a network. If it's otherwise, it's like whatever, like copyright and brand deals. At this point, like they don't really do anything else. So, Jesse decided that he wanted to go solo because he didn't want to deal with networks anymore. I, however, am with Polaris, and I mean, they've been fine to me. Maybe if I had to, work directly with them, and they made me do stuff like Go 90 or all the like pay to watch stuff. Like, I'm like, listen, guys, nobody's gonna watch that. All right, but I don't have to. I don't deal with any of that. That's Dodger's boat. So she can have fun with that. I don't care. All I do is I make videos, and then they sometimes get me brand deals, and they do handle my copyright stuff pretty well. So it's like, you know what? I don't get any problems with them. But I think a lot of people are like, now that Jesse left Polaris, you still go to work with him? Like, yeah, like it doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. They're just kind of there. Networks are almost like a dying thing as well, but the only thing holding people back from leaving really is like the copyright YouTube stuff, which is really annoying. So like when you're with a network, you can just monetize your video right away. Well, if you've seen Jesse on Twitter, a lot of times lately, it's like he'll get copyright flagged, like this has bad music in it right away, and so he's like, nah. That's the main issue. Yeah. Next question is Bryce Wilson, and they ask, not sure how much you get asked this question, but do you feel like you're stuck with just WoW-related things in videos? Do you wish you'd be able to expand your content to larger horizons without losing any viewer base? And that's a good question, because I think every YouTuber, and even streamer, every just entertainer in general, has to deal with this. So for example, if you remember TB used to do like all WoW stuff. He used to be primarily World of Warcraft. He did Cataclysm Beta. He did the Mailbox. He did all his WoW shows. And then he just did a drastic shift because he didn't want to do it anymore. And he lost a ton of viewers because people were like, I want to see your WoW stuff. I'm leaving. But he did rebuild, and now he's even bigger than he was before. And I think it should be whatever you want to do, because in the end of it, it is really what you're having fun with, what you're doing. And that's what I've always kind of done. That's why people, when they're like, you're not playing WoW anymore, you're not making machinimas, it's more so I'm just kind of doing what I want to do, because I'm not tired of WoW. I still enjoy playing WoW. Like right now, I'm enjoying flying around WoW. I still love the world. I love the environment. And that's one of the reasons I started doing pointless top 10s. Because, like, machinimas, I did machinimas for so long, I think I burned myself out a bit. That's why I haven't done as many. And that's why I enjoy pointless top 10, because it's more of a show about the world and seeing stuff in the world you've never seen before. And that's probably my favorite thing about World of Warcraft, is just the world of Warcraft. And when I find stuff I've never found before, it like excites me, and I enjoy exploring, and it's almost relaxing, honestly, to go around the world and just find these things. But the reason I've started talking about machinimas again is because I realized that I enjoy machinimas that are more based on like TV shows or parodies. For example, the one I'm doing with Billy is House Hunters, or I did Pwn Stars or Hoarding and all that. Well, I used to primarily do like the stereotype how to win at videos, and even though I still enjoy like looking back on those, I don't know if I'd want to do more how to win at videos. But I would never say like I'm never doing it again, because I don't know how I'll feel about I might get motivated and make one, but like I feel like I covered most of the things I wanted to cover, unless new stuff pops up in Legion, in which case I'm like, oh man, I want to do that. But for the moment, I like burned myself out on those. But that's what I'm really excited about, doing more parody. I have like a few more parody type shows lined up. I want to see how they do. I'm mainly just testing. I'm testing the waters to see, like, do people want to watch this? And that's why I'm trying to get a few more show ideas, and why I'm trying to make my channel more focused on, like, one-off videos instead of let's plays or, like, giant series of stuff, because I think that's more watchable. I think it's easier to see that video and click it and then watch that and then move on with your day or watch someone else, because that's what I do. Like, when I go to YouTube, I'm like, what's on YouTube? I'm like, oh, an H3 video, click, and I watch that for like 10-15 minutes, and I'm like, alright, I'm good, and then I move on. And so, because that's what I like, I tend to be like, that's what other people like, and that's kind of what I've based my whole YouTube career on, and just online stuff. And I'm like, this is what I enjoy, so I think other people would enjoy it. That's why I started making WoW videos. I was like, I enjoy these WoW videos I'm watching, so I'm going to make my own and see if other people enjoy them. And, yeah. But I don't think I'm stuck with WoW, because I would never force myself to do WoW stuff when I didn't want to do WoW stuff. And I don't think I'll ever get tired of doing Warcraft stuff, because, I mean, it's been so long. It's been years. Like, years. And even in Drain, like, I still enjoy just being in the world, whether it's for nostalgia purposes or just looking around or whatever it may be. I still like WoW. And I don't know if that'll ever change, but currently I still enjoy just doing what I'm doing right here. Let's see, anything else? Do you wish you were able to expand your content to larger horizons? I mean, like, I think everybody wishes they could expand their content to a larger horizon without losing any viewers, but I think you're always going to lose people if you want to, like, drastically change, which is why I would never, like, really, like, drastically change anything that I'm doing. I would never relaunch my channel like a lot of people do. It'd be like, welcome to the new me, because I don't get that, because, like, I'm me already. Like, I don't need to relaunch myself. Like, that's one thing I never got. Like, I don't need to relaunch myself. I don't need to relaunch my YouTube channel, because I'm already doing what I want to do. And if I want to do something else, I'll just start doing it, right? I don't get that. But I think those are a lot of people who do relaunches are the people that don't really know what they want to do, and they're trying to find what they want to do still. Well, with me, like, this is what I want to do. This is what I've been doing, and I enjoy it. I still enjoy it. And I think the one thing that keeps motivating me as well is new ideas. Like, when I get a new idea, it's like, it's so refreshing and energizing, and I'm motivated. I'm like, let's do it, you know? Like, if I think up a fun machinima thing, or a pointless top 10 idea, or just a new series in general, it's very it's exciting. I don't know, that's how I feel. And yeah, I think I answered the question pretty well. I also feel like a lot of people listen for, like, background noise and ASMR, which is fine with me as well, because I have a lot of videos I listen to for background noise and ASMR. Which also made me think, like, should I make some videos that are kind of tailored to, like, background noise and ASMR type stuff? I don't know. That's another idea I've been thinking about. Like, maybe just a once-a-week series where it's, like, World of Warcraft ASMR something. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, working it out. But I think that's another fun idea I might do. Okay, final question. Mustafa Lue says, is Billy doing okay? Billy's doing great. And like I said before, I plan on doing House Hunters with Billy tomorrow, and I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's going to be funny. If you've ever seen the actual House Hunters show, you'll love it. If you haven't seen it, I'm trying to add in some stuff so it's like, you'll still get it, but it helps if you've actually seen House Hunters on, like, HGTV. It's been around a long time, so I'd hope you've seen it, but if not, I think you'll still enjoy it. And with that, I think that's all I got. So thank you for watching and listening, everybody, and if you want, follow me on twitter.com/Crendor, facebook.com/Crendor, check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/Crendor if you do enjoy me playing through games and still want to watch me play through games. And yeah. Okay. See you.